Let's get you the latest updates now on a news break that came in early this morning. Karnataka Vidhana Parishad Deputy Chairman S.L. Dharmegowda was found dead in Karnataka's Chikkamagaluru. The JDS legislator's body was found on a railway track in his hometown in the hills of central Karnataka. A suicide note has been recovered from the spot. The body was taken to the Shivamogga Government Hospital. Karnataka police refused to give any details of what's really been mentioned in the suicide note. They categorically said that the matter right now is under investigation. State Minister Bharati Baswaraj hinted that the death may be a case of suicide. JDS leader and former Chief Minister of Karnataka H.D. Kumaraswamy said that the party's lost an impeccable politician. Condolence messages have been pouring in for Dharmegowda. This development also importantly comes just days after the Karnataka Council witnessed high drama that saw Dharmegowda being heckled by Congress MLCs. The 64-year-old politician was dragged from the chair by Congress members and brought into the well of the house.
ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಏನೇ ಇದು ಬಂದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಎದುರಿಸುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಧರ್ಮೇಗೌಡರು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಖಿನ್ನತೆಗೆ ಒಳಗಾದರೂ ಏನೋ ನನಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೆ ಶಕ್ತಿ ತುಂಬುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಭಗವಂತ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ದೇವರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ.
ಸಬ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ರು 2:45ಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ಥರ ಧರ್ಮೇಗೌಡರವರು ಸುಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದ್ದು ಒಂದು 15-20 ನಿಮಿಷಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದೆ. ಧರ್ಮೇಗೌಡರು ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಒಡನಾಟ ಸುಮಾರು 13 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಧರ್ಮೇಗೌಡರ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಡನಾಟ. ನಾನು ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಗುರುಗಳಾಗಿ ನಾನು JDS ಪಕ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಗುರುಗಳಾಗಿ.
Mr. Farooq of the JDS is now joining us on this broadcast. Mr. B.M. Farooq, I'm sure you along with several other party men are really shocked by this news that has come in of Mr. Dharmegowda's death. The police are saying that this seems to be a case of death by suicide. And at this point, there are a lot of questions over the circumstances of Mr. Dharmegowda's death, because we saw what happened in the last few days of how he was also heckled in the Legislative Council.
होल्ड पर रखा है, कृपया लाइन पर बने रहें.
Apologies. We'll connect with Mr. Farooq in just a bit. We seem to have lost our connection briefly. Let me, in the meanwhile, take this across to Nagarjun Dwarkanath, who's joining us live from Bengaluru. Nagarjun, what's the latest we're picking up on the investigation front? A lot of questions being asked about the timing of Mr. Dharmegowda's death. What we're picking up at this point is that there has been a suicide note also that's been recovered.
Well, a suicide note has been recovered that the body was found somewhere at 2 a.m. this early morning on the railway tracks in Chikkamagaluru district, from very close to the Kadur Taluk or Kadur MLA constituency. A local person found the body and immediately informed the police. Police then informed the MLA there, and then that's how the things escalated. And now what I can pick up from the sources is that a death note has been found, but the police are unable to give the information out because it's a quite serious case, and that's the reason they're quite tight-lipped about this. Right now, I'm with the Home Minister's residence. He's also busy talking to the police officials as to what exactly happened, what can be the next course of action. The mortal remains has been taken to Shivamogga Government Hospital, where the post-mortem is being conducted as we speak. That's the district where the CM comes from. The CM is also closely monitoring the situation. In the next few hours, maybe we can get a clear picture as to what exactly happened with the post-mortem report coming out by evening.
Okay, Nagarjun, we are awaiting the post-mortem report. The police at this point also very, very tight-lipped on exactly what was mentioned in the suicide note. The timing, Nagarjun, is something that I mentioned earlier, because Mr. Dharmegowda was part of a very fierce face-off that we saw in the Legislative Council just a few days back.
Well, that is true. On December 3rd, when the session happened, council session, Dharmegowda, the deputy chairman, then occupied the chair when the bell was ringing. The opposition members, in fact, tackled him, pulled him out of the chair, and made sure that he doesn't occupy the chair. Certain JDS MLCs, when I spoke to them, they were also saying that he was quite shocked at the behavior of many MLCs, and he was not okay with the behavior. How can someone pull him out of a chair is what he had mentioned. But we'll have to wait and watch if that was the one he led to the case here. But what Bharati Baswaraj hinted, the sitting minister hinted that there might be a mental cause here, because maybe Dharmegowda might have broken down. We don't know what is the reason, is what he said. But these are the things only investigation will put a light on. At this point of time, only a death note has been found, and preliminary information is that they don't suspect any foul play, at least at this point of time. only when the investigation continues, there'll be more picture on this.
Okay, Nagarjun, we'll be tracking the latest on the investigation. For the moment, thank you for joining us.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.